Good morning. In the previous session, we have discussed about friction. Here, we discussing the example of a block and wedge with friction. It is a similar one you have studied in your +2 classes, inclined plane. In the discussions of friction, you must have heard about a body sliding on inclined plane, isn't it? Okay. Here we consider a block of mass rests on a fixed wedge of angle theta. Let us consider the figure. Here, the mass M is placed on an inclined plane that here we called it as wedge, and it is inclined at an angle theta. Here, the mass of the block is considered as M. We know that the weight must act downward, isn't it? Okay, so the weight of the block acting downward, it is represented as W, or that must be equal to what? It must be equal to DC gravitational force, then it must be equal to small m into G. Okay, W that is equal to small m into G. Okay. And here we know that here a force is marked as N. It will be the normal force. We have discussed about normal force. It is the perpendicular force, perpendicular component of the contact force. Okay. And here the force F is designated, it is tangential one, then it is a frictional force. And here the coordinate is shown like this, it treated like this. So from the figure, considering the coordinate xy coordinates, then the N acting in y direction and the F acting in negative x direction. Okay. Here we take the coefficient of friction is mu. Here we consider the case with friction. So here we consider a general case, that is we take the friction as mu. We know that for wooden block, typically it is in the range 0.2 to 0.5. Here we have to find the value of angle of the wedge at which the block start to slide and the acceleration of the block when it slides. Initially, we consider that the block is at rest. And here, we do not apply a direct force to the block. Here, we don't apply any force directly into the block. Here, we doing that, we increases the angle of the wedge from 0 to some high values. Here we increase the value of the theta. So when the angle increases, for a particular angle, the block will slide downwards. The block will slide in this direction, isn't it? So we have to find at which angle the block starts to slide and what is the acceleration when the block is moving. We have to analyze it with using the Newton's laws. In the absence of friction, the block would slide down. If there is no friction, the block will move downward. So here we consider that the block rests on the wedge. So then the friction, here the friction acts, it will be points up in the plane. It is denoted, this arrow, it is the direction of the frictional force. Now we have to write the equations of motions along x direction and y direction. For that, we have to find the components of forces along x and y direction. First, we consider x direction. Here in negative x direction, there is a force F, that is friction force, and we take it as the acceleration along x direction as x double dot. Okay, then we know that mass is m, then mx double dot must be equal to what? It must be equal to the force along x direction. And similarly, m y double dot is equal to fy. Here, we know that there is no movement along y direction. Okay. For this mass, there is no movement along y direction, or there is no acceleration along y direction. We can say that y double dot must be equal to 0. Now we have to find the values of fx and fy. Okay. Here, the frictional force acting along minus x direction and the normal force acting along plus y direction. Now we have to find the component of the force W along x and y directions respectively. Here, this angle is theta because it is the angle of the wedge. Okay. Then if this angle, look at here, if the wedge starting, the wedge angle theta is equal to 0 when the position is here. Okay. Then the normal will in this direction. Okay. And when the wedge move like this, what will happen? Okay. Gradually, this normal going this side, this side, this side, and gradually it retains this position. Okay. When this angle theta, then the angle made by this quantity and the normal force must be equal to theta, or we can also obtain this value from mathematically from this idea also. This angle must be, when we draw a parallel at from this point, this angle is theta, then here this angle is theta, this total angle must be 90. Okay. Then this must be equal to what? This is 90. This is theta. then the total angle is 90 plus theta, and here it must be equal to 90 minus theta. Okay, so when we considering this triangle, okay, then this is 90. Okay, then 90 plus theta, then it must be 90 minus theta, or is this 90, then it is 180 minus theta, 180 minus theta, then it must be theta to become the total angle is 180. Okay, then we can obtain this angle is we have obtained that angle must be equal to, from that, if that quantity is theta, we can say that this component must be equal to W cos theta, and this component must be equal to W sin theta. Okay, so Fx is equal to, I write here, Fx is equal to W sin theta minus F, and Fy is equal to, here n is in the direction of y, so n minus W cos theta, that is equal to what? That is equal to 0. So the two equations of motions are mx double dot is equal to W sin theta minus F, and my dot is equal to n minus W cos theta, that is equal to 0. Okay, this is the equations of motions. And when we discussing about friction, we have say that the friction has maximum value when the sliding is just about to start, and the maximum value of the friction is mu n, where n is the normal force and mu is the coefficient of friction. Then about start, at that point the acceleration must be equal to 0. So the acceleration is 0, then the maximum value of at the position at the moment when when it's about to start, the acceleration is 0, then F is equal to mu n. Then from the first equation we will give, we have two equations. What are the two equations? First equation was mx double dot is equal to W sine theta minus F, and the second equation was N minus W cos theta is equal to 0. Okay. Then at that point, the theta is, or the F has its maximum value, then we take at that moment the theta is replaced by theta max. Then from the first equation, we write W as x double dot is equal to 0. W sine theta is equal to what? F, or that is equal to mu n. And W cos theta max is equal to n. Okay. When we dividing these two equations, look at here, W sine theta is equal to mu n, W cos theta is equal to n. I write here, we divide it, W sine theta max is equal to mu n divided by W cos theta max, that is equal to n. Then W cancels and n also cancels. Then we will get tan theta max is equal to mu. We will get tan theta max is equal to mu. Okay. So this is the maximum value of, this is the tan theta mu. What does it mean? Okay. This is the value at which, this is the value of angle of the wedge at which the block about to start. As the wedge angle is gradually increased from 0, the friction force grows in magnitude from 0 to its maximum value mu n. Since before the block begins to slide, we have, before just starting the movement, we can say that tan theta this quantity, we know that F must be equal to W before sliding. What is the quantity? Before sliding, x double dot is equal to 0, then F is equal to W sine theta. Okay. Here, then theta must be less than or equal to theta max. Once the block is sliding, when the block is sliding, we can write, we can replace F by, we know that F is equal to, what is the value of F? F is equal to W sine theta. Okay. Look at here. Here the expression is mx double dot is equal to w sine theta minus f, and f is the frictional force. It has maximum value up to when it just start to slide. Okay, then before the block begins to slide, f must be equal to what? W sine theta, or when the case x double dot is equal to 0. In that case, w sine theta is equal to f. Okay. After that, mx double dot must be equal to w sine theta minus f. Okay. And we know that the value of f must be equal to, it is equal to mu n, and n has the value for the all angles, n has the value w, n is equal to w cos theta. Then here we apply the expression as, here we write mx double dot is equal to w sine theta minus mu n. Okay, this is the general expression. Okay, so here we apply w sine theta, then mu. In the place of n, we substitute, it is w cos theta. Okay. Then we simplified this by, we know that mx double dot is equal to, what is w here? W is equal to mg. Then mg sine theta minus mu mg cos theta. Then here we cancel out all the m, and we take g outside, then g sine theta minus mu cos theta. This is the value of acceleration.